We good? We're good. I think we're good. Prop the mic here. Good afternoon, David.
Doing a little pre-show singing there, and then the countdown went from 5 to 4 back up to 5. It was weird.
I'm trying to trick you.
Yeah. Oh well.
Keep you on your toes.
Anyway,
what's up?
Not much.
Can we just say what an awesome night it was last night?
Yeah. A lot of big hitters.
Big hitters.
Nailed.
Max Strus bombing away. The guy's the most efficient 3-point shooter ever.
He really is. He knows his role.
Yes.
And he takes care of business. And then Bam was a great play.
Just crushed it, dude.
That was awesome. So
what do you finish with? 7, right? 7 assists.
7 assists. Yeah. So hopefully we got some more nuggets.
Yes. Yeah. But we're going rapid fire. We're not going to dig too much into the matchups. We've done all that work for you in advance. We don't have to prove it to you. It's all done. So we're just gonna go through some picks real quick and get on because we got Knicks Nets starting in about half hour, and then a nice big slate after that.
You don't want the analysis. You just want the wins.
Exactly.
All right, let's go. First game, Knicks Nets. Knicks. It's an even game, so it'll be a battle in New York. Totals 222.5. I just got one pick in this game.
Okay.
I want to hear your thoughts on it. I like Claxton again. Going back to the well. 17.5 points. Plus 105. You get plus money.
Mm-hmm.
His last 5 games, he's had 20 or more points every game, averaging 23.2 points. And you can do 17.5 at plus money, or you can do 20 at plus 160. I don't know who's going to guard this guy.
Exactly. No Mitchell Robinson. That Kyrie Claxton pick and roll has been looking beautiful. I like this play a lot.
Yeah. Excellent. All right. So that's our one play. And who do you think is going to win, Knicks or Nets?
I think I'm leaning Knicks here.
Okay. Yeah.
You?
They got more depth, but I think the Nets at home are good. So
yeah. It'll be a good one. I'm excited for it.
Hence the hat. I wore the Nets hat.
I should have worn my Knicks hat. We need to have more pre-show time.
Yeah, we do. All right, next we got the Rockets at the Pistons. Bottom of the barrel matchup here. Pistons minus 4.5, total 236. You got anybody who's popping?
I got
on
nothing but big men on both sides would be your prime targets, but I couldn't find anything I liked.
Okay, I got a sneaky one here.
Okay.
Kmart Jr.
Okay.
You like that?
I want to hear more.
Over 6.5 rebounds.
Okay.
At plus 105. He's done this in 7 of his 9 games that he's played when Kevin Porter Jr. is out. He's also done this. It was one game where Kevin Porter Jr. and Jalen Green were both out earlier this season. He had 9 rebounds. They're both out tonight. So he's kind of like the best player other than Shingunis.
That's rough. I mean, Houston's rough. If they don't have Porter and Green, that's ugh.
Yeah, but Detroit's not a particularly great rebounding team. So I like Kmart Jr. to get those 7 rebounds tonight.
Okay. Promise me you'll just track this and not watch this awful game.
No, I'm not watching this. Okay. There's so many other options. Yes. That's the last one I'm watching.
All right, let's go.
All right, now an exciting matchup, the revenge matchup. We got the Bulls at the Magic. Magic getting 2.5 at home. Totals 230.5. Who do you like
to win?
Can only be one or 2 players.
Oh, the players, yeah. So I posted this. There's a bunch of nice ones from this game that I posted up on Twitter earlier, so we could check those out. You got some nice stuff with both Vus and Wendell Carter, who were traded for each other. You also got some nice stuff on back-to-backs for Mr. Banchero and Markelle Fultz. But the one I like the most is, and also I like it because Wings against Chicago has been a matchup we've been pounding. So Franz Wagner, also because I like to say his name, 3.5 rebounds is minus 150. I like that, but I don't love the minus 150. So I actually made a little pivot, and I like his par here. It's 26.5. It's minus 120. He's done his last 7 of 10 at home, and he's done it in 4 straight games against the Bulls.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. He's been on fire of late.
So. He has, and he's a guy who can fill up all three stats for sure. So I like it.
All right, so you like that better than the two other guys, Carter and Voots?
I think I do.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I didn't have anybody in this game, so let's keep marching.
Okay, keep it going.
7:30. We got the Clippers at the Hawks. Also an even game. Totals 232, so another high scoring one. What are the matchups?
Gotta ride Zubac here. He had, what do you have, 18 rebounds the last time they played. I called this one out last time they played, and I got to go back to it again. You can get him at 10.5 rebounds plus money, plus 105. His last 3 games against Atlanta, 18, 12, and 13. But it's kind of been a par day for me. I also might like his par because it's 20.5. He can almost get there in rebounds alone, and it's minus 115. His last 2 games against Atlanta, he had 38 and 40 par.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think that gives you, I don't know, the 10.5 rebounds scares me slightly, just because it's so high. And he can get hot, but on the other hand, like you said the other day, most of the scoring, especially with Kawhi and back and PG back, goes all through them. So Zubac has kind of been left to the side a bit. But I think of the two, I might go with. I think I prefer the par here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I played his counterpart. I liked Capella, my boy, Clint. 12.5 points. He's done it in 6 of his last 10 games. I just see this as a equally good matchup on both sides, right? Centers versus the Clippers tends to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Trey is going to have at least 4 alley-oops to Capella. That is 8 points right there. Couple fouls and maybe one that he makes himself, and we got it.
All right, I like that. It also leads into my next play somewhat. So I like Trae Young in this game. Point guards against the Clippers is a primo matchup. I like 2 things for Trae. So his straight up points is 25.5. On 2 days rest at home, he's averaging 31 points per game. If you go through those, I think it was 7 games on 2 days rest at home this season. 30, 29, 37, 33, 34, 35. And we only need 25.5. Yeah, that's beautiful. I also, you talking about all these assists he's going to lob up to Capella. His par is 37.5, and he's done it in 7 straight games on 2 days rest at home as well.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I would look at variations, whether or not his par or his PA makes the most sense. He's usually like a 3 rebound kind of guy.
Yeah.
So most of that volume's coming from PA. So that is more compelling for
Capella.
Then go with that.
I got one other.
Okay. One more.
We've played this before. DeJounte Murray, 1.5 steals. It's plus money. And he's done it in 6 straight games on 2 days rest this season.
Yeah. And I haven't really looked at the turnovers for the Clippers, but I remember them being pretty poor. Exactly. I'm sure they're getting better with their lineup coming back to form, but does seem like a high turnover potential here.
All right.
Okay.
That's what I got.
Nice. All right. Next, we got a little fast-paced game. We got 8 p.m. game, Kings at the T-Wolves. T-Wolves coming off of a big win last night, but they're getting 3 points at home. Total is 237.5.
There's one man.
I have just this weird feeling that we're going to have the same guy.
There's one man and one man only in this game.
No, then we definitely don't have the same guy.
Oh, no?
Go ahead.
So, despite the presence of Rudy Gobert and his former Defensive Player of the Year reputation, bigs have been the position to target against the T-Wolves. Domantas Sabonis, 18.5 points, minus 120. His last 4 games on 2 days rest, 25, 28, 23, and 24. And it's 18.5. His last 3 games on 2 days rest on the road, 23, 24, 25. Dude's a beast in a prime matchup. You got to ride Sabonis here.
And he's coming off of a pretty poor game, too.
Good bounce back spot.
Yeah, this could be a good bounce back. I was thinking about him, but I went with somebody much flashier. Kevin Huerter.
Oh, much flashier.
Much flashier. Over 2.5 threes, -125. He's done it in 5 of 10 games. He's done it in, look, I did a little of your analysis here, 8 of the last 10 games on 2 days rest.
There we go.
So, and the T-Wolves just give up a ton of threes.
Yeah, they do.
They just love letting you jack up the threes. So, I like that as well. I think those are both good plays.
Yeah.
I love when I agree with my own picks.
All right, that's all I got for this game.
All right, Wizards at the Pelicans. Pelicans -5, totals 230. I think Ingram, I assume, is playing in this game.
I believe so. Yeah.
Let me look up that while you talk.
Matchup wise, point guards against the Wiz, and then against New Orleans, while they were on the full season, quite good over the last month or so. Big men and point guards are where we can look to target. So I went to this point guard matchup against the Wizards, and I think I like CJ today. 2.5 over 2.5 threes. His last 7 games on 2 days rest, 3, 4, 3, 7. He had 1 game with 0, but he was in foul trouble that game. He only played 27 minutes, shot 3 for 11. So it's a bit of an outlier. And then 3 and 7 again. So he's gotten to 7 twice, gotten to 4 once. He likes that extra rest. Good matchup. Monty Morris guarding him. Not a great defender. I like it.
You're big on this 2-day rest thing. I wonder how good we are on 2 days rest.
Oh, I'm great.
You got to start tracking that.
2 days rest.
You're best on 5 days rest.
That's for sure. Especially this time of year, man. The guys need this extra rest. It means something here, and especially guys that have a history of performing well. When you spot a trend like this, I feel like it's you got to jump on it, as Bam proved last night.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I like that. What was Ingram's line?
Didn't look.
I'm very interested in this discounted Ingram. You got him there?
There's no lines out for him.
No.
At least on props.cash.
Well, that was disappointing.
Yeah.
But look for a live play there. I got him the other night at like 13 points, which just seemed
beautiful.
And some of it is also just looking at in game, looking at shot attempts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guy was 2 for 11 in the first half. I think he had 5 points, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that just tells me that his mentality has not changed. He's going to go out there and shoot a ton of shots, right? So
yeah,
I think you can probably get a couple good value games on Ingram until he's playing 30 plus minutes again.
It's a good tip. I like it.
All right.
Yep.
Let's move on. We got the Suns at the Spurs. Spurs are getting 5 points at home, which kind of seem low actually. But the Suns are just garbage of late. They lost to the Mavs right the other day without Luka.
Mm-hmm.
Totals 231.5. Anybody popping on the matchups for you, or
it's your backcourt guys on both sides would be where to look, but I couldn't find anything I liked in this game.
Yeah, I think for me, there's just one player I'm interested. I looked at Chris Paul's assist over 9.5, but I think it was too juicy. Like it wasn't worth playing that. I like Cam Johnson. Guy's just on fire. I think he's in the starting lineup. His line is still set at 16.5 points. In this 4 games back, he's put up 19, 8, 24, and 22.
Yeah. So
his just efficiency from the 3-point line is amazing. You can also get, I think it was 3 threes for him at minus 130 or so, something like that.
Yep.
I looked at that as well. I think that's good value as well, but I kind of feel like I wanted the flexibility on the points. So
his last 2 games, 5 and 6 threes. Put up. So
yeah, he's really a beast. So
all right,
look for that to continue. He's going to continue to shoot the ball a lot while he's finally getting the credit of being in the starting lineup.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good.
Then we got the ABC night game. Lakers at the Celtics. Celtics are minus 8.5 at home, and the total is 234.
Mm-hmm.
What do you like, Tatum or LeBron?
I went LeBron here.
I thought you might.
Yeah. Just matchup wise, bigs and point guards against the Lakers are like two of the best matchups over the last month across the board.
Yeah.
And then the best place to target against Boston are wings. So that was why I went with LeBron. It's 28.5 points. He's done his last 7 of 10 on the road, last 5 of 6 on 2 days rest. And his last 2 games on 2 days rest, he had put up 35 and 43 points. And that was just over the last 2 weeks. And
this is probably his last like prime time game before he breaks the record.
Yeah.
So look for him to really like dominate.
Yeah, I think I was listening to something earlier today. 157 points, I think, left.
Something like that. He's like 4 or 5 games away.
Yeah.
I think. I also played LeBron, but I went with his rebounds and assists. Very, very rare at this point in the season to be able to get a prop on a guy that has cashed 10 straight games.
Really?
Yeah. So the only reason why it's discounted is just because AD is back. But LeBron has crossed 14.5 in 10 straight games.
Wow.
And in his, so that worried me a little bit that they haven't really, we don't really know what's going to happen with the presence of AD and his increasing minutes, Hachimura coming into the lineup, all this stuff. But I looked back to the game against Boston on 12-13. He had 18 rebounds and assists in that game, which I'm sure was a primetime game as well. I'm guessing. So anyway, LeBron, 14.5 rebounds, assists, minus 110. I think he crushes that again
nice. Tonight. We might have to maybe we combine forces here and just go
throw
with the
it
par.
Together.
I had the points, you had the rebounds and assists.
Right.
That might be the way to go. I had one other I liked here. Malcolm Brogdon's been playing really, really well. And point guards against Lakers is a prime target. Still don't have Marcus Smart. And I see they trust Brogdon more than they do White. The way he's been playing. So I liked his points and rebounds. It's 19.5, minus 110. He's done it in his last 7 of 10. And I think this is a great spot for him and the guy who's been playing really well lately. So.
Yeah, he's not afraid to shoot either. When he touches the balls, especially since he's in the second unit, he's basically the primary scorer out there.
Yeah.
There's 2 other storylines potentially in this game. I could see Jaylen Brown just going completely off because he had such a trash finish to that game against the Knicks. So I could see that happening. I also was looking at Tatum's rebounds in this game, which were somewhere around 9 or 10. And he's just been rebounding like a madman of late.
Yeah, 9.5.
So,
so
I
he
thought that
back-to-back 14 rebound games.
Right. So I kind of like that.
4 games earlier had a 19 rebound game against Golden State.
Yeah, he's really going after it. So anyway, I think there's a lot of opportunity in this game.
Those 2 missed Jaylen Brown free throws are really still eating at you.
Very angry about that. All right, then the last 2 games are the Mav at the Jazz and the Raptors at the Blazers. I didn't really research those, but did you have anything that
I had nothing? The Dallas-Utah game is kind of one that I would stay away from, but there is definitely some primo matchups in that Toronto-Portland game. Toronto is a team that has been great to target against. Multiple positions, forward, point, wing, all have been like top 5 matchups over the last month at their respective positions, and then combo guards against Portland. So, but I got nothing.
What's my boy Boucher? What's his
Bobby
rebound?
Boucher?
I'm really upset I didn't play that last night after calling it out on the show, and then he ended up with 10 or 11 rebounds.
No lines out on him yet.
No lines.
No.
Yeah, he's too good. Can't. He really is good. Underrated.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. That was impressive.
Under 20 minutes.
10 games in 20 minutes. And the next one kicks off in 18 minutes.
Well done. Yeah, looking forward to it. So nice work, and we'll have fun watching Knicks Nets here.
Yeah, very good.
Talk to you later.
All right.
Bye.